Okay, they just here for years, it's the Mizzle show. Always checking in, cause you know we love sports. Ayy, they just hit 100 subs, it's time they get some out. Ayy, yeah, just two brothers, yeah, y'all. Come tune in, they got guests, they got others, yeah, y'all. Come sit and chat, they got talks like no others, yeah, y'all. Cause it's a family up in here, we love each other, yeah, y'all. Let's do this Saturday night, yeah. It's the Mizzle show, yeah, the Mizzle show, yeah. Mizzle show, yeah, the Mizzle show. It's the Mizzle show, yeah, the Mizzle show, yeah. Mizzle show, yeah, the Mizzle show.
I really, to the depths of my soul, I really dislike that team in blue that plays in Los Angeles, California.
You already know how I feel about, pretty much how me and you both feel about anything that has to do with Southern California.
But however, as a baseball fan, that was very entertaining baseball game.
Yes.
It's just a shame that the damn Dodgers had to win it, and Freddie Freeman does it again.
And the Blue Jays had multiple opportunities.
Well, yeah.
To take the lead. Just the bullpen came in and just.
Well, both bullpens, who are not exactly the best bullpens, pitched their hearts out.
Yes, they did.
It even got to the point to where Yamamoto, who pitched a complete game in Game 2, was going to come in if it went to the 19th inning.
And Freddie Freeman said, "You go ahead and just rest that arm, sir."
Yeah, which again, he thought he didn't get it because the old Marine air came into play because Will Smith tagged the ball, and I mean he tagged it, and I thought it was gone, but it stayed on the park. But Freddie had just enough to get over the wall. As once again in 18 innings, the Dodgers beat the Blue Jays 6-5 in Game 3 in a fantastic game, which saw the lead change hands. The Dodgers got up early 2-0 on home runs by Ohtani and Teoscar Hernandez. Then Alejandro Kirk gave the Blue Jays a 3-2 lead with a 3 homer. The Blue Jays actually led 4-2, and then Ohtani went 4 for 4, had 2 home runs, and then they said, "Nope, you're getting the Barry Bonds treatment. You are not swinging the bat the rest of this game."
That dude,
he's a cheat code. Yeah, like we call Wardell the cheat code. Shohei Ohtani is a cheat code.
100%.
And I'll just say this: he might not get pitched to the rest of the World Series. I'm just.
I mean, he is pitching right in the next game,
and he's pitching tomorrow. Yes. But
wait, they got to turn around and do this tomorrow? I mean, today?
Yes.
Oh shit, that's gonna be interesting.
It will be. But at the end of the day, Dodgers win. They're up 2-1 in the series. We will now. I mean, we will see how the Blue Jays will bounce back. After a heartbreak loss like that, will it? I mean, will it give them that mental toughness to come back and even the series and send it back to Toronto?
They were leading at one part of the game. The Dodgers just came back and said, "No fruit cut for you."
Yeah. Well, I mean, it was a 15-rounder. I mean, this was Hagler Hearns. And something about Dodger Stadium in 18 innings. I just don't know. But at the end of the day, Dodgers are going to win. They're up 2-1 in the World Series, and we'll see what happens in Game 4. Sadly, we have some sad news to announce. As some homegoings have hit the family of Raider Nation.
Back days too.
This past weekend, Raider Nation lost their mother, as Mrs. Carol Davis, the co-owner, along with her son Mark, the mother of Raider Nation, passed away at the age of 93. Lived a very, very long life. On a Friday afternoon, Mark Davis lit the torch in honor of his mother. As, of course, Mama Raider was the first to light the torch when the Raiders came to Vegas in 2020. And there will be a private ceremony held in Oakland for Mrs. Davis, and she'll be buried next to her love, the Maverick Owl, in Oakland. More details will be soon to come. And then we just found out today that the last surviving member of the Soul Patrol secondary of the Raiders and Zeppies, George Atkinson, Well, of course, Mills and I used to make fun of him because he could not. He spoke English like James Brown, and you couldn't understand what
Hey,
the heck he was saying.
hey, what did Pop always say when we mentioned George Atkinson? What do you always say?
That nigga can't talk. But number 43 has gone on to the football heavens to join his Soul Patrol brethren at the age of 78. Of course,
Right there
George
next to Al
Atkinson.
now.
Yep. George Atkinson was involved with the
like I say,
organization for
shout
many.
out to the nation.
George Atkinson was played many roles in the franchise after his playing days. Of course, he was always on the road with JT the Brick when they used to go to road games. Was always the sideline reporter during the preseason games. So I mean, number 43 was all around.
Raider. He was everything
all around,
Raider.
He was all around the organization long after his playing days were over. Certainly, our condolences to the Davis family and to George Atkinson, of course, to Raider Nation. It's been a tough start to the week for the Silver and Black, and you can only hope that this would give them extra motivation to come out and play hard and try to get a win against the Jaguars as they're coming off their bye week. And then they kind of make a shocking delivery. They signed former Titan and Seahawk Tyler Lockett to the roster. Of course, Mizzle's asking why.
That is not a need right now. That is not something that we need. You need offensive line. You need some corner help. And hell, right about now, you might need a quarterback.
Well, let me ask this.
Wide receivers not the problem.
With them signing Lockett, is this the writing on the wall for Jacoby Myers?
Not necessarily.
Okay.
I wouldn't say that. What I do not like about this signing, this signing is going to take away from Thornton and Besh. You're not going to be developing your rookies because now you're going to line up Bowers, Jacoby, Lockett. Maybe Thornton might slide in there.
Well, also it might take away from Trent Tucker, who's had a fantastic season thus far.
I forgot. See, that's yeah. So,
I mean, realistically,
so Trey Tucker honestly is the number one receiver right now.
Yeah, I mean, him and Genty have been your two best offensive players, and
well,
I say that, and
until Bowers gets back,
and I'm saying that because Bowers has not been there, but
yeah.
In his absence, Genty and Tucker have by far been your two best players.
And Michael Mayer has been playing decent. Not gonna take credit away from him.
Well, that's true too. Also, I'll just be honest. I did not watch 1 second of tonight's Monday night game between the Chiefs and the Commanders. I saw that it was tied at halftime, and then the Swifties were the Swifties, as the Chiefs are now at 5-3. The Commanders are now at 3-5. So that's
you know what I watched or listened to while I was doing my job.
What's that?
The first thing I watched was the Sixers and Maxey dropped 43. Then the next thing I watched, Wardell, Kuminga, and the gang go stupid. So that's what I watched today. And then I chimed in a little bit in the World Series. But hey, look at this Warrior team. Wardell only had 16. So that lets you know.
Okay.
That's
okay. Wardell only had 16, but when you have Moody coming off the bench and giving you 20, Pods giving you 23. Oh, by the way, Jimmy Butler puts in a quiet 20. But Kuminga is your leading scorer for the night.
There you go. Dub 5.
As the Warriors soundly handled the Grizzlies 131-118. But again, the key thing has been balanced scoring so far in these 4 games with the Warriors. not all of it being put on Wardell. I'll put it to
And
you like
Draymond
this.
almost messed around.
Yes, he did. I'll say this.
Hell, so did Kuminga.
The only person that didn't score was Pat Spencer. And that was it. But
Did he play?
He played for like 1 minute. But I will say that. But I will say this though. Will Richard, the rookie from Florida.
Yes, that kid can play.
He can play.
Yeah, that kid can play.
He has a tremendous IQ, which fits with this team. And again, and I know the rumor. You and I both read the rumors about possibly the Warriors might try to add Derek White, which again, his defense would be spectacular on this team. But again, like I said, I'm telling you, right, and I've been saying this for the last year and a half. The Warriors have some young nucleus that they can build when Butler, Draymond, and Wardell hang up the shorts.
I mean, you got Pozinski. You can play with Moody. Kuminga can be out there. Quentin Post is getting some good action.
Now you just add Will Richard.
Yeah,
you still can
play.
You still got Trace Jackson Davis, and you still got Guy Santos, who you're very high on.
I do like you. You're absolutely right. I'm glad you said that.
So there are some young guys that the Warriors can build around after the three wise men retire. Again, I understand it. You want to get Wardell that one for the thumb. I get it. I understand it. The drive for 5. I totally get it, and I'm with it.
Just don't get rid of your young
talent. You got some good young talent on this team,
especially
that can be that next era.
But see, this is a certain thing. The reason why you should want to keep your youngins. You don't know if Kerr is coming back next year.
Correct.
So at least entice the coach that might. I'm pretty sure they'll all sit down and get it done, and Kerr will continue to be the Warrior. But you gotta have that.
Kerr will be in the Warrior. Kerr will be in the Warriors organization as long as he wants to, kind of like Popovich.
Mm-hmm.
He is there until he wants to go do something else.
That's correct.
And that's just what. And speaking of this, we told you on this show. The San Antonio Fundamentals were not going to be down for long. We told you on this show. And you're going to be like, damn it, them again. We told y'all. Telling y'all.
Much as you don't want to admit it, that's what's like. The Warriors got to do what they got to do like right now. they got like a 2-year window. It's this year and next year. That if it don't happen, then we might as well just get ready for the rebuild.
The fundamentals, I kept telling y'all.
And Wemby is out there playing crazy.
We told y'all they're the
way,
best brand organization in pro sports for a reason.
And by the way, who did Wemby go train with that I share the same birthday with?
Oh, that'll be Mr. Hakeem Olajuwon. That would be the dream himself.
The footwork is ridiculous.
What more can you say? It's
well, I can say that my boy, who I told you the moment he got drafted to that organization straight out of Kentucky, I'm like, that kid's going to be a star. Where's the lie? Brother?
No lie. But
when they drafted Tyrese Maxey, I'm like, oh.
Well, I'll tell you what. It was a duel between him and Banchero because Banchero was doing everything to try and stay neck and neck because it was a fantastic game.
I like that rookie that we got too, VJ. That kid, he's almost like the rookie we got with the Warriors. That kid can ball.
You've been on him. Edgecombe wearing the 7-7, shooting 10 of 17 from the floor. He had 26 to compliment. Maxey's 43 to compliment. Kelly Oubre's 25 to compliment. Grimes is 14 off the bench as the Sixers beat a very, very good Magic team, 136-124. As we said, Paulo had 13, Wagner had 10, Bane had 24, Black had 14 off the bench.
That was a good game.
Yeah, because I know the last 2 years, Mizzle's sleeper team has been the Orlando Magic.
I just like what they got, and they got a good coach.
Lauri Markkanen scores a career-high 51, becomes the first Jazz player since the mailman Carmelo to drop 50 in a game, as it took overtime to do it, as the Jazz beat the Suns 138 to 134.
Yeah, he was balling.
Suns starting of the year 1-3, and he tended to the horses today, as Mr. Nikola Jokic does what he always does.
He
wakes up, tends the horses, and only had.
Wait, didn't he do that in the last game?
Yeah.
Wait. Say those stats. Say the stats from the last game before you get this triple double. The last one.
Tonight's triple double consisted of 25 points, 19 boards, and 10 assists.
Okay, what was his last triple double?
Okay, his last one,
which was just the last game he played
against the Suns. Hold on. Let's go to that box score. It was 14, 14, 15.
What we say about him
and then against the Warriors, he had 21, 13, 10. So that's 3 straight triple doubles for the man that makes basketball his hobby. His hobby. I'm going to say that again. Basketball is Nikola Jokic's hobby. Not his job, his hobby. His actual job is tending to his racehorses.
Bro, that's why we say on this show he decided to get out of bed.
Mm-hmm.
You know what? Let's go get a triple double. That's what I feel like today.
So good luck, Pelicans, on Wednesday as you face the Joker.
Right, it might be a 40-20-20, which he has had.
Yes, multiple times. Multiple times.
40-20-20? Come on.
All right, so here's the rest of the rundown in the association tonight. We just talked about the Warriors being the Grizzlies 131-118. Warriors 3-1. Sixers beat the Magic 136-124. So a very good sports night for Mizzle. Both his NBA teams get a win, so it's a happy victory yeet day for that. Cavaliers beat the Pistons 116-95. Bulls beat the Hawks 128-123. Rockets beat the Nets 137-109. Celtics beat the Pelicans 122-90. Spurs all over the Raptors 121-103. Thunder beat the Mavericks in Dallas 101-94. Just talking about overtime. Jazz beat the Suns 138-134. Nuggets beat the T-Wolves. Anthony Edwards is going to be on the sideline with a hamstring injury out a couple of weeks. Get well, Mr. Edwards. And at least one LA team lost tonight. The Lakers get beat by the Blazers at home in LA 122-108. So
it's a good night.
So at least one LA team lost.
Hey, it feels good at least when one of them loses.
Yes.
Yes, a 2-0 would have been nice, but 500 ain't bad.
Well, to say that week 8 was wacky would be an understatement.
Hey, did Jonathan before? Just answer this question, and then we'll still talk about it. Did Jonathan Taylor yet again run for 3 touchdowns?
I know he got 2 at least. He's up to 12.
14
overall, but 12 rushing. But yes, he did score 3 TDs against the Titans. Yes. And I'm trying to understand, he's running down the sideline. Why are you not trying to push the man out of bounds? As he goes 80 yards down the sideline just with ease.
Is that 3 weeks in a row that he has ran for 3 touchdowns? I know he ran 3 against the Raiders.
Seems like it.
I know he for sure got 3 on the Raiders. Easy.
Let's see. Last game. Well, yeah, he got 3 against the Chargers. That's for sure.
Yeah.
I don't know how many he got against the Cardinals, but right now, Jonathan Taylor, in my opinion, he's your MVP right now.
Oh, I'm not going to argue that.
And raise your hand if you have the Indianapolis Colts having the best record in the NFL. It's okay. I'll wait. And raise your hand if you thought they'd be doing this with Daniel Jones, of all people, at quarterback for the Indianapolis Colts.
Do you know what this remind me of? I'm going to tell you what this reminded me of. When Sam Darnold took over for the Vikings. What record was that? What did Darnold start off with?
The Jets.
No. I'm talking about when he had the record with the Vikings.
Oh, he was 13-4.
So now it's just a AFC team that's doing it.
And again, and we have said this on this show. We've said it on our brethren, the Javos. Sam Darnold spinning
Mastics.
Sam Darnold spinning that season with Kyle, then going to that season with Kevin O'Connell, and now he's got the Seahawks 5-2 right now in the NFC West. Yeah. Baker Mayfield spent that short time with Sean McVay.
Now you know what? Baker might be my MVP number 2 because he's been out there balling.
Yes, and he has the Buccaneers at a 5-2 record.
Yeah.
Much to the chagrin of our fellow brethren who can't stand anything that is Boomer Sooner. That is our friend, the bad guy. Which, by the way, heck of a comeback by Bevo against Mississippi State this past weekend. Because that was just absolutely wild. Wild. But, yeah. The Jets are no longer winless. Aaron Glenn's boys fought hard. And, yes, Mizzle did pick the Jets to beat the Bengals. He saw something we did not see. But win for the Jets. They get the win. 39-38.
Hell of a comeback, too. Let's not disregard that.
They were down 31-16. They were down 31-16.
Yeah.
Found a way to get it done. And like I said, that win was for the late Nick Mungold, who passed away with
hell of a player.
Kenny Flowers, a tremendous center. Me and Mizzle got to see that big man live in person back in 2011.
Too bad Jerry McFadden ran all up and down the field on him.
When the Jets played the Raiders in the 2011 home opener. But, Nick Mangold, of course, in the Jets Ring of Honor. That win was definitely for number 74. Absolutely. As they get the win 39-38. Ravens said, hold my beer. We're not going to go to 1-6.
Did not see that one coming.
Derrick Henry refound the gleam as the Ravens got their second win of the year to go to 2-5. The Bears fall to 4-3.
With Snoop Huntley.
Yes, indeed. Good job for him. Well, a shocker, but it shouldn't be shocked because Kirk Cousins started this game, but the damn alma mater laid an egg against the Dolphins and made Tua Tagovailoa look like he was back at Alabama as he throws for 4 touchdown passes as the Dolphins thrashed.
Do you think he has another game like that again?
Only if Kirk Cousins is the quarterback.
No.
But to answer your question, no, I don't see it. Well, I don't know. I mean, the Ravens defense is not exactly that good. And that's your Thursday night game, the Dolphins and Ravens, by the way, folks.
Oh, Lord.
Oh, yeah, a couple of 2-5 teams on Thursday night.
I'll be at work,
so if you hear Al Michaels snoring in the booth, you've been warned.
Yeah, I'll be at work, so I don't have an issue with missing that game.
But yes, Falcons got the win. Tua was very efficient, 20-26, 205, 4 touchdowns, no interceptions. Waddle, Washington, A-Chain, and Gordon caught the 4 touchdown passes. And Kirk Cousins, needed a whole lot of help. But 34-10, Dolphins get the win over the Falcons. Bills got back on track. They put up a 40-burger on the Panthers, 40-9.
Spanked them.
Eagles got the win over the Giants. Best wishes to Cam Scatterboo as he's out for the season with a dislocated ankle on a hip drop tackle that supposedly is banned, but yet they still do it in the NFL. No flag was thrown.
There was no flag.
Yeah. But at the end of the day,
ridiculous.
Eagles get the win. They are 6-2. And currently the number 2 seed, which we'll talk about in a moment. The doggone Patriots are 6-2.
It's Rabel, bro.
Took care of business against
It's
the
Rabel.
Browns.
You know,
You're right.
he brings that. He brings that. He's tough. He don't take no shit.
He is definitely
coaching
reestablishing
the team. Yeah,
the Patriot way.
Glad we got them. I'm glad we got them early in the season.
Yeah. Buccaneers, a very methodical victory. They're 6-2. They beat the Saints 23-3, and the Saints still having issues with their quarterback.
It's gonna take a couple of years to get the Saints back together.
Yeah, it is. And of course, the Buccaneers still doing this without Godwin and Mike Evans. But again,
and that's crazy how Mike Evans just came back and then just got hurt.
It's a shame. And I think that injury will unfortunately end his streak of consecutive 1,000-yard seasons, which is a shame. Shame. Of course, we just talked about the Colts taking care of business over the Titans, 38-14, as Jonathan Taylor just continues to run around through defenders, and Daniel Jones just continues to be. He was efficient again, 21-29.
That catch Michael Pittman made.
He was not going to be denied. Michael Pittman 8 catches, 95 yards and a touchdown.
Nice.
Downs, and Taylor caught the other touchdowns. Mr. Taylor, only on 12 carries, ran for $153. That's all.
Only 12.
Only 12.
Only 12.
Only averaged 12 yards a run, 12.8 to be exact, every time he touched the football. Well, I'll tell you what. The Broncos do not have a letdown after coming back against the Giants. They put up 44 on the Cowboys in the beautiful orange crush jerseys. Broncos are 6-2, currently leading in the NFC West.
You mean the logo of their former quarterback that wore that jersey?
That too. But yes, the Denver Walmarts, the John Elways, 6-2, leading the NFC West, beating the Cowboys 44-24. Bo Nix throws for 4 touchdown passes in the game for the Broncos of Man. As J.K. Dobbins ran for $111, averaging 7.5 yards a carry. Franklin had 6 catches for 89 yards. R.J. Heavy ran the ball 7 times, 46 yards and a touchdown. And he also had a touchdown pass. So the Broncos playing some very good football, beating the Cowboys 44-24. And the Green Bay Packers going to Pittsburgh and punched them directly in the mouth.
Man, did not see that coming.
As the Green Bay Packers are 5-1-1. And because of that tie, the Green Bay Packers currently right now are your number 1 seed in the NFC.
No way. Because of that tie. No way.
Because of the tie, yes. Because of the tie against the Arlington Cowboys right now, if the season were to end today. So if the season were to end today in the NFC, Green Bay's your 1 seed, your 2 seed is the Eagles, Tampa is your 3 seed, Seattle's your 4 seed. And your wild cards are the Lions, Rams, and Niners, which would mean the Niners will go to Philadelphia, play the Eagles. Good luck. Because Saquon Barkley is going to run for 200 yards on that run defense. I'm telling you that right now. Saquon's going to be like, Jalen Hurts, give me the ball. Thank you, cuz. Appreciate it. As we love the tatas. Save the tatas. Ladies, get your tatas checked. For sure.
Yeah, well, my microphone is nearby, but it's not in. It does not have to be in my face.
The Rams would play the Buccaneers, and the Seahawks would play the Lions. So that would be if the playoffs ended today in the NFC. In the AFC, if the season ended today, the Colts, as we said, are your number 1 seed. Your number 2 seed would be the doggone Patriots. Denver the 3 seed, Pittsburgh the 4, and your wild card teams would be the Bills, Chargers, and Chiefs. Which would mean, if the season ended today, Bills would play the Chiefs, Broncos would play the Chargers, and the Steelers would play the Bills. So,
honestly,
that said,
that's some good matchups.
yeah. Now, obviously,
Right now.
Obviously, a huge game. 4 seeding will take place this Sunday as the Bills and the Chiefs will meet again in the regular season.
Where's this game located?
It is played. It will be played in Orchard Park. And thank God it's not a Sunday night game because I'm about tired of seeing the Chiefs in prime time.
Come on, man! They got the power of Taylor Swift. You got to put that out there.
Oh God, the doggone Swifties. Carson Wentz's season is over as he's going to have surgery on his shoulder, which means JJ McCarthy finally might return and play quarterback for the Vikings. But the Chargers took care of business, laid the smackdown as they got back on track, beating the Vikings 37-10. As Herbert threw for 3 TDs and 1 pick. Vidal, the running back from Troy, 23 carries, $117. Lamb McConkey, 6 for 88, a touchdown. Aronde Gadsden, yes, that is the son of former Dolphins receiver Aronde Gadsden. He played well. And, of course, Keenan Allen's Keenan Allen. And then my team's defense could not get off on 3rd down, and they made C.J. Stroud look like he was Joe Montana on Sunday.
Montana.
C.J. Stroud finished the game 30 of 39 for 318, 2 TDs, and an interception.
I got to stop doing my picks when I'm half asleep. Because I sure would have picked the Texans if I was in my right mind.
I'm not going to blame Michael McCorkle-Jones for this loss. I'm not. And let it be known, and I'll tap the mic for this so I can make myself very, very clear. I will never jump on the Michael McCorkle-Jones bandwagon. I just
like the Steelers should never, ever, 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 ever wear those jerseys again.
Those are the ugliest NFL throwback jerseys known to man.
Absolutely.
Okay. Those were as worse as the soccer jerseys that they wore back during the 94 season.
You talking about the Foot Locker looking jerseys?
Yes. And I'm just like, why are we doing this? Why are we doing this? However, it was just the Texans went on long drives. The Niners could not stop them on 3rd down. The Texans went 9 for 16 on 3rd downs, which normally you win a lot of games when you do that. And then Jawan Jennings, you get one-on-one coverage. You got to make that catch. Yeah, hit him like Dad said. Him in the wrong spot. Hit him in the hands. But here's another thing. You've got to block the defense offensive line. Otherwise, Will Anderson will just keep sacking the quarterback. And that's pretty much what happened. And that's why your team, or my team, goes to 5-3 as the Texans get the win 26-15 over the Niners to give the Texans some kind of a life and fighting for a wild card spot, because I don't think anybody is catching the Colts in the AFC South. But the Jaguars and the Texans can still fight for a wild card spot in the AFC. Truthfully speaking, this is really like the first season in a long time to where there really is no dominant team per se. It's like a lot of teams are in the middle with the same records. You have a lot of 6-2, 5-2, 5-3 teams right now. I know some people are saying, well, maybe the Chiefs might be back. I don't know. That remains to be seen. I mean, yeah, the record is what the record is, but they can easily go back to being 5-4 against the Bills on Sunday. We'll see what that happens. The Bills are normally good for beating the Chiefs in the regular season, but of course different in January. But here's what we do know. Lamar Jackson is expected to start in Baltimore on Thursday.
Is it too late?
No, because if the Steelers keep giving games away,
yeah, that you were reading.
Baltimore could possibly sneak up, catch up, and win this division. Same with Cincinnati if Joe Burrow comes back, because when both those quarterbacks went down, this should have been Pittsburgh's opportunity to, you know what, we can get a leg up in this division right now and possibly seal it away. But no.
Yeah.
Bad loss against the Bengals on Thursday night. Bad loss Sunday night against the Packers. I mean, Jordan Love was slinging that rock all over the place, and Mr. Kraft, the Steelers had no answer.
No answer for Tucker.
For Mr. Kraft, as he was seemingly catching everything.
He was taking slant routes.
Oh, the seam was open for Mr. Kraft, which I'm telling you right now, I guarantee you Jackson Dart is pissed off he does not have Malik Neighbors, because damn it, the seam is going to be open on the worst turf in football, as my team has to go to that horrible turf that is MetLife Stadium and play the Giants.
Oh, you guys will win that one.
But not to mention the fact that
living room. I was just in the chat with him the other day.
Living room, let's just say we heard for you, because Mizzle and I are rooting for the Blue Jays because we despise the Dodgers. I know that had to sink your heart watching a tremendous game, but being the fact that the Blue Jays lost.
They had multiple opportunities to put runs on the board. Second and third.
Well, I will say this.
Bases loaded, and you get beat by Kershaw?
Well, he didn't get the win.
No. What I mean is when the bases loaded.
Well, yeah. But I will say this. And I was literally getting into an altercation with a fan of mine. Oh. I want to say it was the 10th or the 11th when Lucas hit that double and Schrader was trying to score, and he got thrown out at the plate. I was not mad by that decision because obviously that's what you do.
Put points on the board.
You're trying to. Well, which props did you lose? That would be my first question.
Yeah.
And I was taught this in my years playing baseball. Make the defense throw a perfect throw to get you. It was a perfect throw from Hernandez to Tommy Edman. Edman made a perfect throw to home plate. And that's you just,
50-50 situation.
Yeah, you just tip your cap and say goodbye because everything was perfect.
Yeah. You're trying to win the game.
You're trying to win the game.
I understand that move in the postseason. You don't make that move in the regular season. You don't. Or if that regular season game was in that situation, you're trying to win the game to go home. But you really don't make that. You don't make that choice to send that, especially that guy's speed. He had no speed. There was no reason to send him home.
Now that might change. Might change. Sorry to cut you off, Mizzle. But that right there, that might change the series because he took the swing and he started reaching towards the back rib area. Normally, that's an oblique.
Yes,
and that's where you don't know you have an oblique until you hurt it. And unfortunately, that might take Springer out for the rest of the series. And that's going to be a big loss for the Blue Jays if he can't come back. That's a big loss because he's your leadoff hitter. He sets the tone. He sets it up for Vlad and Kirk, which both men have been hitting the ball tremendously well in this postseason. But I will say this. And I go back to 2018 when the Dodgers did the same thing, winning that long game in Game 3. The Red Sox came back the next day and beat the Dodgers. So, I mean, yes, it's draining, but in a game like that, it takes more out of the team that won the game as opposed to the team that lost the game.
Mm-hmm. I like that.
Now, don't get me wrong. Both teams are going to be tired, without question. They're going to be tired.
Absolutely.
But I think that loss will light a fire on the Jays. And I think the Jays will come back to have the game because, again, I mean, yes, I know Ohtani is starting. But I will say it like this. In order for the Dodgers to win tomorrow or later on today, if they want to win Game 4, they might have to stretch out Ohtani and have him go almost like a complete game because both starters are going to have to go deep in the game tomorrow because both bullpens are taxed from what we just saw playing that 18-inning marathon.
That's absolutely true. But is Ohtani also going to hit in this game?
Oh, you know he's going to DH.
Well,
but like I said, he might not get another pitch in this World Series. He might be getting the Barry Bonds treatment from here on out.
Well, if he's getting that, then you continue to let him pitch. But if he's out there swinging away and stuff like that, you gotta rest. You gotta rest that, especially coming off a game that just ended today. Pretty much.
Well, Schneider might have to do that living room. He just might have to. Because as it was,
I don't disagree with that.
As it was, Yamamoto, who just pitched a complete game in Game 2, he was going to come in and pitch the 19th inning. If it got to the 19th.
He was in the bullpen warming up. Yeah, for sure.
Because, I mean, obviously, we know that coming into this World Series, we know that both bullpens were not exactly one of their strong links for either team.
Absolutely.
The Dodgers more so worse for wear. But tonight, it worked in their favor. We will see what happens later on today. We'll just see. But, I mean, it was a great, fantastic game. I'm just mad that those team in blue that wears Los Angeles won the game. But that's here nor there. So, some more news in the NFL. Unfortunately for the Broncos, Patrick Surtain, he'll be out
4 to 6
for a few weeks with an injury. As I'm waiting for my app to load.
I think he's out 4 to 6.
Well, if they would show it. And here it is. Just what I say you must obey, okay? All right, so he's expected that to be weeks. We just talked about Wentz having season-ending surgery. The Rams made a trade. They acquired McQuarrie from the Texans with a draft pick swap. That is cornerback Roger McCreary. The Titans will receive a 2026 confidential 5th-round pick, and the Rams will receive a 2026 conditional 6th-round pick along with McCreary. There you go. So perhaps a fire sale going on in Tennessee. Unfortunately for the Bengals, the trade chip that a lot will have Trey Henderson. He got hurt against the Jets.
He did. I do remember. Yep.
So there's that. Steelers plan to sign Marquez Valdez-Scantling. Of course, he was in the Niners camp. Got in a couple of games with the Niners, but he looks to be heading to the Steelers to be teamed up once again with Aaron Rodgers. Scottaboo surgery went well. Myles Garrett, despite a losing effort, played a tremendous game, got 5 sacks, albeit in a loss for the Cleveland Browns. And some CFL news as the playoffs are officially about to start in the CFL, which, of course, the road to the Grey Cup begins. And I don't know why this keeps signing me out.
My boatman is not in it, huh?
No, your beloved boatmen are not in it. But my Stampeders
last year.
That is true. You did win the Grey Cup last year. You much to the delight of you and Mr. Vera.
Well,
absolutely
couldn't get no gear because the tariffs is just too ridiculous.
Makes no doggone sense at all. But officially, the playoffs will go like this on Saturday. In the Eastern semifinals, it is the Montreal Alouettes taking on the Winnipeg Blue Bombers. And, of course, my beloved Calgary Stampeders taking on the BC Lions, of course, if we're going by seedings, as I can get to the CFL page, if you will. There we go. That's a lot of yards to throw for. Good grief. The winner of the Lions and the Stampeders will go and take on the Saskatchewan Roughriders in the Western Final, and the winner of the Alouettes and the Blue Bombers, they will take on the Alouettes in the Eastern, or they will take on the Hamilton Tiger Cats in the Eastern Final, and of course, that means the Grey Cup, which is being played in Saskatchewan. So the Rough Riders could possibly play the championship game in their own home stadium in this November. So there you go. So
that's how I feel. Orange Cassidy style.
Yes. The 112th edition of the Grey Cup. So it will return to Saskatchewan in 2020. Where is it? 2020. How about them apples? Which apples are we speaking about, Brandon? Are you talking about your Texans beating my 49ers? If so, congratulations. Yes. So the 2027 Grey Cup will be in Saskatchewan. So there you go. All right. So next year, the 113th Grey Cup will be in Winnipeg, and this year's Grey Cup will be in Calgary. So my Stampeders have a chance to play for the Grey Cup in their own stadium. All right, there we go.
Yeah, whatever.
Well, first I got to beat the BC Lions.
Absolutely.
Well, I don't know because the Cowboys just took one on the chin by the hands of the John Elway. So it could be a fight for second place in that division.
I didn't even watch, like you said, I didn't even watch Monday Night Football.
Neither did I. But I will be going to sleep watching Monday Night Raw. That's for dang sure.
Yeah, when we're done, when we call this one, I'm gonna be turning that on here in a little bit. It looked like it was pretty good.
Oh, interesting. Very interesting. As we're looking at some more scores. Oh, by the way, shout outs to Macklin Celebrini for getting a hat trick in the Mecca. Anytime you get a hat trick in Madison Square Garden, that's pretty special and pretty cool. And the Sharks won that game, so go figure. No, I don't want to go there. Supposedly now it might be No, she might be asleep living room, which I'm sure she is basking in her team's glory as they won on Sunday night. Commanders doing badly with Tunsil while the Texans have all their draft picks. Makes me happy. There you go. All right, let's see. What we got going up here? No, that's not it. Certainly don't want to see that fight.
Are you talking about Pacquiao and Mayweather too?
No, but since you mentioned that, why? Why?
They better not do it.
And why?
Hey, look, that probably will get the most bootleg fight ever. Who's showing up to that?
And they're trying to air it on Netflix, for crying out loud.
Well, at least it's slightly free. They ain't charge you like $90 to watch two. As much as I'm a Mayweather fan, I don't want to see that. I don't. I really don't.
I don't want to see it, folks.
Absolutely.
As Freshly Squeezed says hello.
For the third time.
Yes. But that's our guy. But as you saw earlier, we do have gear. We do got some merch. So please, as we'll put up the link one more time for those that want to go get some merch. Voila, there you go. And again, for those that have been purchasing 17 KD gear or the Really Well T-shirts or the Number 10 Forever shirts on the Jaffo's merch shop, it is greatly appreciated. I finally got my Night Owl shirt, so yeah. We even buy stuff from our own store. There you go. So
absolutely,
this is true. Which also took place in Houston, and oddly enough, in that game, Alex Smith came off the sideline, threw 3 TDs to Vernon Davis, but still lost 24-21. But yes, that was the last time the Texans had beaten the Niners, oddly enough, in Houston. Because then after that, Matt Schaub became a pick six Schaub and was always in a giving mood, no matter who he was playing for Houston. I think he went 4 or 5 straight games throwing a pick six. I'm like, not even Kirk Cousins could do that. And Kirk Cousins is always in a giving mood. And yes, Mizzle shaking his head because, yes, Matt Schaub for about 2.2 seconds was a Raider.
Ridiculous.
Much to the chagrin of my colleague. The Schwab Seahawk game broke me. As I'm sure it did, breaking a lot of Texans fans, for that matter.
Or was it him that threw the interception when Al Davis passed?
Yes.
And we only had 10 players on the field?
Yes. When Michael Huff picked it off, yes. 10 Raiders on the field. The first game without the legendary Maverick. Al Davis.
Yes.
Ooh. Well, sign me up for that.
What we got?
All right. Well, we have Chisora and Dylan White set for their trilogy in December. They will face off for the third time in Manchester, England, the day after my birthday. White has won the first 2 fights by a split decision and a knockout, respectively. And
so this ain't even a rubber match.
Technically, no, because White won the first 2 fights, but they're going to give us a trilogy, so, why not?
We're only supposed to get trilogies if it goes 1-1, but okay.
You are correct. But,
if it's going to be entertaining, make the money.
But since very true, because, again, there should not have been a 4th fight between Deontay Wilder and Tyson Fury, but it happened. Only to see Wilder get his butt kicked twice.
My man said the gear was too heavy.
Like I said, Brandon, I did not watch 1 second of Monday Night Football. Not 1 second. I was too in time.
Almost every call the Chiefs refs made in KC tonight. New York H, you had to. And you know what? Like my brother said, I did not watch nothing Monday Night Football.
Did not watch 1 second.
Sixers and Warriors win tonight, and a little bit of the baseball game.
I watched the Warriors, and I was too much into Game 3 of the World Series.
Yeah,
I ain't gonna lie.
That was my sports.
It's like watching the Chiefs in prime time. If I have to choose, I'll watch another game before I watch the Chiefs in prime time. Just because of what you just mentioned right there about the whole refs and New York having to change the
reverse call. Yeah, we've seen enough of it from last season.
I really have. But howbeiver, we appreciate you guys hanging out with us.
do.
As we wanted to come on real quick and do some recapping. And real quickly before we go, we will recap the top 25 of college football real quick before we call tonight and go watch Monday Night Raw.
Or it's going to watch me. One or the other.
That too. So you're saying Jim Irsay is playing the role of Christopher Lloyd? So who'll be playing the role of George Knox?
I don't know. I just feel that this has the same feeling that the Vikings got last season when Sam Darnold took over.
Okay. No, yes, the spirit of Mangle was there for the Jets in Cincinnati. That without question.
Oh, yeah, there's without a shadow of a doubt.
Which I am hoping for in a nation that the spirit of George Atkinson and the spirit of Mama Raider will be there to guide the Raiders to a win.
Still picking the Jaguars.
But don't get it twisted. He'll be happy if the Raiders win on Sunday. He'll be happy. Don't
damn right.
Don't get it twisted.
But for other purposes of what this is about, I really want the Raiders to win. Don't get me wrong, but since I need to get some wins, I'm just saying if you see Danny Glover waving his arm on the sideline.
Well, wouldn't that have to be Jordan Levitt doing that since he was playing Danny?
That's great.
Just saying. I mean, Angels in the Outfield was a great movie. Little did I know that it was Matthew McConaughey playing Eddie Williams in that movie that made the first. Matthew McConaughey was the Angels center fielder in the movie Angels in the Outfield.
Yes, he was. Okay, yeah. You have the
to which I still have on VHS.
Yeah. No.
Like I said, win one for Mama Raider. Win one for Carol Davis.
The defense might show up, but I don't know what the offense is going to do. It just seems like they have no idea what to do. So, like I said, picking the Jaguars to win.
He's picking the Jags to win. All right, top 25 scores in the nation that took place this past weekend. Any day now. Any day now. Come in. All right. Oh. All right, Oos. It's Jacksonville week. It is my Bulldogs playing your Gators. It's on.
Oh, boy. We don't have to talk about Florida State because they're not in the top 25. So.
All right. So, going back to scores in the top 25, it was tied for a long time, and then Miami said screw it, and they treated Stanford like a stepchild. They beat Stanford 42-7. Indiana spanked UCLA 56-6. Texas A&M got Brian Kelly fired, as there will be a new era in Baton Rouge, Louisiana, as A&M beats LSU 49-25. Alabama in a tough game against South Carolina, beating them 29-22. Oregon struggled, but they get the win against Wisconsin 21-7. Number 7, Georgia Tech beats Syracuse 41-16. And much to the happiness of our friend, the bad guy, Mr. Josh Perneda, Ole Miss beats Oklahoma in Norman 34-26. And Vanderbilt beats Missouri in a very good game, 17-10. BYU beats Iowa State 41-27, as BYU came in ranked 11th. Texas Tech pits a shut over Oklahoma State 42-0. In overtime, Virginia beats North Carolina 17-16. Kentucky loses to Tennessee 56-34. Memphis beats number 18 South Florida 34-31. Louisville at 19 beats Boston College 38-24. Cincinnati beats Baylor 41-20. Texas comes back in overtime to beat Mississippi State 45-38. Washington upsets number 23 Illinois 42-25. And number 24 Arizona State gets upset by Miss Jody's beloved Cougars 24-16. And Michigan beats Michigan State 31-20. Michigan. So big matchups here on Halloween weekend. We got Memphis and Rice on Halloween night. We just talked about Georgia and Florida. Cal playing number 15 Virginia in Berkeley. Penn State against Ohio State in the Big Horseshoe.
Won that last game, man.
Now this will be an interesting matchup for Josh's beloved Beavos as Texas comes back home to play number 9th ranked Vanderbilt, who is 7-1.
Ooh, I might have
That will be interesting. That game. Miami on the road against SMU. Houston at home against West Virginia. Louisville on the road against Virginia Tech. Indiana playing Maryland. Notre Dame against Boston College. Texas Tech against Kansas State. Ole Miss playing South Carolina. Purdue and Michigan. Georgia Tech at number 8 playing NC State. Oklahoma and Tennessee in Knoxville, both teams ranked. Nebraska playing USC in Lincoln. Go Big Red.
Nebraska.
24 ranked Utah playing 17th ranked Cincinnati. So if we're looking at polls, if you will, the AP top 25, Ohio State 1, Indiana 2, A&M 3, Alabama 4, my Bulldogs 5, Georgia 6, Ole Miss 7th, Georgia Tech 8th, Vanderbilt 9th, BYU 10, Miami, despite winning, they're 10, Notre Dame 12, 13, Texas Tech 14, Tennessee, Virginia 15, Louisville 16, Cincinnati 17, 18, Oklahoma, Missouri 19, Texas 20, Michigan 21, Houston 22, USC 23, Utah 24. That's the AP poll. And the coaches poll, pretty much the same. Ohio State 1, Indiana 2, A&M 3, Alabama 4, Georgia 5, Oregon 6, Tech 7th, Ole Miss 8th, Miami 9, BYU 10, Vanderbilt 11, 12 Notre Dame, 13 Tech, 14 Tennessee, 15 Virginia, 16 Cincinnati, Louisville 17, OU 18, Texas 19, Missouri 20, Michigan 21, Houston 22, Navy 23, Utah 24, Memphis 25. That's the coaches poll. All right, so I think we've covered everything. Once again, thank you guys for your support, and to our newest subscriber that put us at 197. Thank you very much. I said
at the end of the year, I would like to be at 200. We are 3 away.
3 away.
Be a friend.
Yes.
Tell a friend.
Yes. Be a friend. Tell a friend. Don't forget to check out the All Pro Javas on Tuesdays and Fridays. The Sable Nights on Wednesday. Other Side of the Ball also on Wednesday. And, of course, Mizzle and Dub Show bringing you NFL recaps. And, again, the countdown is on. March 15th, Season 12 of the A7FL. Coming around the corner with Atlanta throwing its hat into the A7FL mantle this year.
That's going to be interesting.
The Dirty South, if you will, involving
now what they follow it in the West, right? Are they based East?
I don't know, but
I guess it would be more East or South, I guess.
That too. But appreciate y'all for joining us on this 356th edition of the Mizzle Dub Show. Don't forget to get your merch. Here's what's going on later on today in the NBA. Here's the matchups. Coming to you on this 28th day of October, if you will. The Mavericks, Sixers in D.C. to take on the Wizards, seeing if the Sixers can go to 4-0, being the only team in the Eastern Conference without a loss yet. Miami at home against the Hornets. Knicks
they better
in
do
Milwaukee
this while there's no Tatum. I'm telling you, this is the best opportunity for any team in the East right now. And no Halliburton. The East is open.
Yes, very much so. Very much so. Kings on the road against the Thunder. Say a prayer for the Kings. And then your Peacock game of the week.
Oh, boy.
A very late start. 8 p.m. Pacific is when they will tip it off on NBC and Peacock, with the Inglewood Clippers coming to San Francisco to take on the Warriors. A special start time of 8 p.m. Pacific on Peacock and NBC. Warriors, Clippers. I don't know why they're starting that late. I couldn't tell you.
Whatever.
Couldn't tell you what. But that is the those are your matchups for this Tuesday on the 28th of October in the association. Oh, well, okay. Almost forgot. We will give scores on the ice, and then we will officially call it a night. Or early morning, whichever one you want to call it. No, I said NHL, not NBA. What I say must obey.
I might play video.
Well, I mean, can't go against John Tesh. Not round ball rock. Come on now. You hear round ball rock. For those of us that grew up in the 90s with the NBA and NBC, you heard that theme. You know it was time to watch basketball with that damn theme. One of the great sports themes of all time.
Absolutely.
There was only 2 games on the ice. The Blues and the Penguins. The Penguins got the win 6-3. Senators beat the Bruins 7-2. Sharks, you got one job tomorrow. Beat LA.
Kings.
Beat the Kings. That game will be on ESPN. And okay, well, why is that game starting at 8 o'clock? What is up with 8 p.m. starts tomorrow? What's going on here?
I got a day of sports today. Let's go.
Yeah. So 8 p.m. got Warriors and Clippers, and then 8 p.m. Sharks and Kings. That's wild. Anyhow, go Sharks. Beat LA.
Absolutely.
Golden Knights on the road against the Hurricanes. Flyers and the Penguins battle of Pennsylvania. Maple Leafs and the Flames battle of Canada. Blue Jackets and Sabres in Buffalo. Ducks taking on the champions, the Panthers. Islanders against the Brewers. Lightning against the Predators. Jets against the Wild. Red Wings and the Blues. Capitals and the Stars. Senators and the Blackhawks. Devils against the Avalanche. The Mammoth against the Oilers. And the Canucks and Rangers in Vancouver, British Columbia. And the Canadians, the Habs, going to the Northwest to take on the Kraken of Seattle. And that's your action on the ice later on today. We just mentioned Saturday, the road to the Grey Cup begins. Stampeders against the Lions. Blue Bombers against the Alouettes.
Yeah.
As the road to Calgary for Le Coupe de Grey number 112 is on and cracking.
Whoop-de-doo.
But in the meantime, hello, Canada. Yes, indeed. But in the meantime, we like to say thank y'all for watching us here on the Mizzle and Dove Show. We appreciate you guys. We love y'all. And you know what? Out of all this, you yourself deserve this.
You know what? You been surprising me with some of those.
Well, the sounds are on the they're in our disposal. So you know what?
Might as well use them. Absolutely.
Yeah. I don't know what AP's doing. Besides wanting to get drunk on a Sunday morning.
At 10 a.m. 10 a.m. though. Hey, he might have been leaving a bar. You know what kind of bar that is.
AP, bro, get some help. Wow. Get some help because you want to be there for your kids. Be there for your kids.
Absolutely.
All right. Good night, folks. As you will see this little video here, and then after the video, the super dope beatmaker will take us up. But in the meantime, enjoy this special video that was brought to us.
Yes, ladies and gentlemen, it is the Night Owl edition of the Mizzle and Dove Show. As yes, vote for us. Welcome back. Thank you for tuning in. He is Mizzle. I am Dove. And
did y'all miss us? Because we missed you. Our apology.
And we are live.